All right. Good afternoon, Glow Academy students and staff, class of 2024. I can't even believe it. We bookended our week. We started with the class of 2023 on Monday, and we are ending with the class of 2024 on Friday, which makes this a fabulous glow sandwich of a week. I am super excited to see all of you. I know it has been a really fantastically fun filled Friday, she says sarcastically, because I've been in all those rooms and the energy level is low. So we should probably bring it up a little bit. I know you're getting a lot of information today and a lot of people talking at you, and that's not normally how we like to roll here at Glow, but it's the nature of the beast when it comes to orientation. So thanks for hanging in there and getting what you need to get done so you can set yourselves up for success. Again, for those of you who don't remember, because how could you not remember this fabulousness? My name is Miss Hunter, and I am the principal here at the Girls Leadership Academy of Wilmington. And I am super excited to welcome so many new ninth graders to our midst. And this year, it is my distinct honor to introduce you to a new member of the administrative team. You already know myself, and you already know the fabulous, beautiful, absolutely extraordinary Miss Garza. Some of you know her very well, in fact. But you have yet to meet the one and only, the Superfly, absolutely fabulous, cannot beat him, Askia Kirby, new Dean of Students. Mr. Kirby, why don't you introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, I just been so just excited just by I look forward to this just for the introduction that I'm gonna get. I feel like a rock star every time. So thank you to the wonderful, most wonderful, terrific, best principal in the land, Miss Laura Hunter, for always making me feel welcome. Good afternoon, ladies and ladies. I hope everyone is doing well today. Ninth graders, almost top dog, not yet, but you're there. I'm glad to be here. I am your new dean of students. I am here to support you in any way I can. I had the pleasure of already talking to a few of you, and letting you know what we're here, what I'm here to do, and that is, if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time with your classes, if you need some extra help and support, it's my job to help make sure you get what you need in the classrooms, to make sure that you are successful, or more importantly, to make sure that you graduate, go to college, and are successful once you get out of college and throughout life, ladies. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys. I've been in the business for about 20 years now. I worked at all three levels, elementary, middle, and high, and I really enjoy middle and high school more than anything. So I'm glad to be here, glad to be working with you and such a wonderful staff, and such a terrific, dynamic administrative team that I worked with a little bit in Brunswick County before, and glad to be back with that team now. And so, glad to be here, and glad to be talking to you guys about expectations and policies. Boy, I can't even make that sound interesting, but we're going to do it for the next 20 minutes or so. We're going to wow you and amaze you with expectations and policies. So I turn it back over to Miss Hunter.
Fabulous. Thank you, Mr. Kirby. So here's the deal, ladies. This year counts 100%. Last spring, we got a pass because this global pandemic event happened, and I get that. And so the state of North Carolina said, we're not going to take EOCs, and we're not going to take EOGs, and everybody passes on to the next grade, and grades don't necessarily count, and everybody's going to get some grace, right? Well, that is not the case this year. This year, everything counts. You're going to have EOCs and EOGs. Well, you guys won't have EOGs. You're going to have EOCs. So those of you who are in Math 1, which for the record is all of you this year at some point, except for a few of you who had Math 1 last year with Miss D, you're going to take an EOC this year, and it's going to count, and you got to pass it, and it's for graduation. So, time to get your learn on, ladies. That's the way we're going to roll with this business this year. Also, you are in high school, which means from this point on, you are building a resume for yourselves that every college that you apply to is going to look at. And this resume starts counting at this moment, in this seat at this time, from here on out for the next 4 years. So your grades count. The credits from your classes count. All of that counts, not just for this year, but for your future as you look towards college and then beyond. So you've got to take it seriously. You can't blow off class just because you're at home and you didn't feel like getting up and your bed was super snuggly. You've got to get up, you got to get dressed, you got to get to class, and you got to get logged in every day because attendance counts. Mr. Kirby is going to be riding you hard on attendance this year because if you miss 10 days in any single class, you fail. Let me repeat that. If you miss more than 10 days in any single class, you fail that class. You don't get credit, which means you got to take it all over again, which is a waste of your time and a waste of credit. So take it seriously. Get up, get logged in, and get your work done. Your grades count. Every grade has associated with it quality points towards a GPA. And in ninth grade leadership advisory this year, in fact, this semester, you're going to be talking about GPA and how it's calculated and how it is kind of your stats as a student. So when colleges come and look at you and make a determination about whether or not you're going to be a good student or a bad student, they're looking at your stats. And your stats are your GPA. And if your GPA is low, are they likely to let you in? No. So you want to have high stats to say I'm a quality student, take a risk on me and take a bet, take a risk and get me into your college because I'm going to do well for you. So it all matters. It all counts. You have to do it every day. There is no pass on this moment. We're in it now. This is the way school is going to be. Right, Mr. Kirby?
You're exactly right, man. I couldn't have said it better. Ladies, this is a new time for you guys. You're stepping into the big leagues, and everything you do, everything that goes on with you, whether it's here in school or in your life, is really going to affect what happens with you after you get out of after you graduate from Glow Academy. So you really have to make sure you're doing what you need to do. And like she said, don't fail a class simply because you didn't attend. I mean, good grief, all we're asking you to do is roll out of bed, shake your hair up a little bit, and put your shirt on and make your face present on camera. It's not like we're asking you to get up and go to the bus stop or walk to school or get in the car. You're in a good situation right now where you can sleep till like the last 10 minutes and get yourself ready for class. I mean, what better way to do this, ladies? So please take advantage of that and make sure that you are showing up for all of your classes and getting your assignments in, because like she said, if not, me and my crew, we're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna try and find you. We're gonna knock on doors. We're gonna call you. We're gonna drive you and your parents crazy until you finally cave in and show up on this camera, show up on the screen. And when you show up on the screen, please make sure you are following the dress code, ladies. Even though we're online or remote, we are still enforcing the dress code at home, just like if you were here in the building. So we are expecting you guys to wear a glow shirt when you are on camera and in your classes. And thank you to all of those who are already doing it. I believe your name is Taja. I see you with your pretty purple glow shirt on, and I thank you. And for all of you that's got your camera off, you still gonna have to wear your glow shirt, because we may ask you to write something on that whiteboard we gave you in that notebook and display it on the screen. And if we happen to catch that you don't have a shirt on, glow shirt on, we'll be addressing that with you. So please make sure that when you're on screen, we want to see your beautiful face, but we also want to make sure you represent and glow properly and professionally, and wearing your the appropriate attire for your classes. And so please make sure you're doing that, as well as if you're here on campus, because we know that you're here today, but there may be some times when you come on campus that you're in your full uniform from head to toe. If you're on camera, we just need you to make sure you have your glow shirt on. You can have on a pair of shorts or pajamas or whatever you normally wear, but we need to make sure that that pretty face and your shoulders up, that we're seeing the glow shirt and you're representing glow completely. Because it's business as usual, and we want to keep somewhat of a routine, the best routine we possibly can, so that when we do finally come back here to school, whenever that may be, whenever the governor releases us and allows us to come back, and this COVID is being contained as best as possible, you guys are already in that rhythm and routine of getting up, getting dressed, getting in your clothes, and getting in that uniform and getting ready for work, because this is your job right now. So we want to make sure that you are doing what you need to do, dressing like you need to dress, and acting accordingly. Is that correct, Miss Hunter?
That's 100% correct. So I don't care if you're wearing SpongeBob pajamas on the bottom. Make sure you're glowing it up at the top with your purple polo or your glow polar fleece, whatever it is, but it's got to be glow logoed. Got it? All right. So here's the deal. You guys already know the drill with making good choices and setting yourself up for success and walking the path of self-respect, which means I matter, you matter, right? All of those rules apply even though you're not on campus. When you are engaged in learning and you are enrolled at Glow Academy, which you're doing both right now, enrolled at Glow Academy counts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Engaged in learning, probably not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but a lot. Right? All the rules still apply. So don't think that just because you're not on campus, you can make different choices in relationship to how you are in community with each other. So we're looking to be the model Glow girls that I know is inside each and every one of you. And that means modeling those values that we've talked about, including loving honesty, strength and bravery, positive attitude, embracing the sisterhood and taking care of each other, having fun while learning. The critical emphasis here is on the learning part of that, right? We're doing all of that together. And that means lifting each other up, not putting each other down. You guys have come through 3 years of this sisterhood together. We're adding some new blood to the mix here in 9th grade. The Glow girls that have been here since 6th grade, you need to help your new sisters understand what it means to be a part of the sisterhood. You've heard me say this before. I've got a sister. I got 3 brothers. And I love each and every one of them. They are fabulous. We are even better friends in adulthood, right? But there were times when we were living together that while I loved them, I didn't like them very much. But we had to learn to coexist, and we had to learn how to work out our differences, and we had to learn how to share, and we had to learn how to communicate with each other, because we were in the same family together, and family is for life. So, ladies, you are part of the Glow family. Everybody who is in your class of 2024, everybody's in the class of 2023, everybody who's in the class of 2025 and 2026 and 2027, they are all your Glow sisters. And they're family. You got to take care of them. You got to take care of them. They've got to take care of you. That's the way this works. So watch yourselves, because it's real easy to slip up when you're online and let something slip out in a chat or in a text or on Snapchat or wherever. And it's really easy to just let something slip that is not super kind, that maybe is hurtful or could walk into the zone of bullying. And if you do, Mr. Kirby and Miss Garza and I are going to come find you and talk to you because that is not okay. Right, Mr. Kirby?
Amen, amen, amen. Please know, ladies, that the one thing I'm truly enjoying is this sisterhood that I've learned about, that I've seen already in just a few days that you guys have been back, and understanding that that sisterhood goes beyond the walls of Globe. It goes into your house, it goes into the mall, it goes into the areas that you hang out with your friends, that you're always looking out for each other. You're always keeping that pledge to take care of each other and look out for each other and protect one another. So make sure that you're following the pledge, that you are living that pledge, you're breathing that pledge, that it is in everything you do, not just with your schoolwork, but in your everyday life, because that pledge was created to make sure that you guys understood your purpose in life, your direction in life, to help you be successful. And also, it extends into your classrooms. It extends into what you do on the internet, and like Miss Hunter said, you know what you do on Snapchat, what you do on Instagram. Those things, they don't go anywhere. Even though you think they disappear, even though you might think you deleted it or whatever, once it's out there in the internet, it goes nowhere. Somebody will be able to find it. Somebody will be able to pull it up, regardless of when you delete it or when you get rid of it. And I know you guys have been keeping up with all these celebrities that are losing jobs and getting in trouble over snaps that happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, because somebody found it and pulled it up. And you don't want to be one of those people that are sitting in front of a, um, a university recruiter, and they say, and they ask you about a snap that you posted in seventh grade, or a snap you posted in eighth grade, um, because you were talking about somebody inappropriately, or doing something wrong, because that stuff can be checked and it can come back to haunt you. So please make sure you're always doing what you're supposed to be doing on the internet, especially if you have school property. You don't need to be getting on inappropriate sites, or you using the school equipment for inappropriate things or things that aren't involved with schoolwork. And when you're online with the classes and doing things, doing your schoolwork and with your synchronous classes, please make sure that you are acting accordingly and professional. And that means we don't want to see a lot of things in the chat that don't have to do with the classwork or asking questions. We don't want to see emojis. We don't need to be talking about what happened this weekend or what happened the night before on the chat, or during class time, because that's a disruption and it's not what you should be doing. Also, make sure that wherever you are in your house, or in your room, that you're somewhere quiet with not a lot of commotion and not a lot of movement, because we want you to be able to focus and we want everybody else to be able to focus. And if we hear, if there's a lot of noise going on or a lot of disruption going on, it's going to make it hard for everybody to learn and to get the work done that they need to. We also need to make sure that when we're talking to people and when we're saying things to people, be it through the chat, through Instagram, whatever, like Ms. Hunter said, that we're acting accordingly and appropriately, and that we're not bullying anybody, because that is a huge no-no. And you guys already know it. You're ninth graders, you've been doing this for a long time. You know that there's no tolerance for bullying at all. And so you need to make sure that at no time, whether you're you're in a class or whether you're on your social media, that you're not bullying anybody, because that nowadays bullying can get you, it's a law and you can get in trouble legally bullying people nowadays. So you definitely don't want to make that mistake about saying something inappropriate or being accused of bullying somebody. And if you are being bullied, please make sure you reach out to somebody, your parents. Please reach out to us, somebody here at the school, so that we can help you and we can address it, especially if they're bullying you over during class time or in a chat session or something school related. But even not, if it's just on social media, please let us know so that we can support you in any way we can and make sure we put an end to it, and that we help you out so that you feel more comfortable with working and learning and growing. I think you muted, Miss Hunter.
So, ladies, you know that we at Glow Academy all have your backs, right? You know that because you were with the same team of teachers for 3 years and they were all up in your business. Mr. Kirby and I promise that we are going to continue that tradition and we're going to be all up in your business. So make sure
Yep.
it's good business, because we don't like any bad business. Got it? That's the way it's going to be. We host afternoon announcements every day at 4 o'clock, whether we are on campus or not on campus. Some of you, many of you, have been joining me for afternoon announcements this week, and I loved it. I love seeing all of your faces. It makes the perfect end to my workday. So thank you very much for sharing. We did that every day, every school day, as we were out for the pandemic. Ladies, it's the one time we can come together as a whole school community and celebrate each other, get in the information all together, and see each other's faces. You're going to be with a lot of other ninth graders all semester long. But one of the things that you don't get to experience when you are at home is getting to walk past sixth, seventh, and eighth graders on campus, or getting to see the 10th graders on campus. But you can do it if you come to afternoon announcements in the afternoon. So please make that a part of your day, because we'd love to see you. And I know that your Glow sisters would love to see you too. But in addition, you got to be on this game with communication as we move into virtual land. You got to be checking your email every day. In fact, you should be checking it multiple times every day. Welcome to adulting. That's what happens in the world of professional life, right? So you got to be checking your email. You've got to be advocating for yourself. So if you don't know how to do something, you've got to reach out to your teachers. You got to jump into their office during office hours. You've got to jump into the chat feature in your classes. Make sure that you are advocating for yourself, asking questions, problem solving, because you don't have the opportunity to step out in the hall and snag somebody when you're having a problem, right? You're going to have to be proactive in finding somebody to help you solve your problem. And we love to solve problems here at the Glow Academy. You know that. So reach out to us and let us help you. Remember that your teachers have Remind and can text you. There are lots and lots and lots of ways to get in touch with your teachers. But here's the deal. There are boundaries. So some of you were so comfortable with getting in touch with your teachers that you were sending them texts at like 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Boundaries, people. Boundaries. So let's keep it professional, and let's keep the texting and the chatting to school hours. Let's say 8 to 5 to be generous. All right. If you have any other questions after that, send your teachers an email and they can respond when it's appropriate. All right. You guys are amazing. We're going to have an amazing year. I have faith in you. I'm so excited to have you in high school this year. I was stunned, just stunned this morning as you were walking on campus. And I remembered way back 3 years ago when you were walking on campus for the first time as little tiny itty bitty sixth graders, all cute with your uniforms that were so crisp and clean because you'd never worn them before. Your hair all done up. Some of you had big bows in your hair. I remember that. And now you are so knocking on the door of being grown up women. You have done such an incredible job of growing and maturing. Yes, I say maturing because I remember seventh grade. That was a hot mess. You know it. You know I'm speaking the truth. Miss Adams knows it. I see her right here. Miss White is laughing because she's remembering. Miss Jones is laughing. She's remembering too. Siobhan is laughing. She remembers it too. You have grown so much. We are so proud of you. This is going to be an amazing year. Make it count. Make it beautiful. Get all your credits. Make A's. Do your best. Grow up. All right. That's enough for me. You're going to move on in just a few minutes to Miss Staley and Miss Jessica, who are going to bring us home this Friday afternoon and talk about social and emotional supports and restoration in this land of virtual learning. And then you're going to sign out and have a wonderful, brilliant weekend. And we will see you back in class at 9 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock, Miss Jones? On Monday morning in Leadership Advisory. Whoop, whoop. So you better get your sleep on this weekend because you are getting up early on Monday. All right, ladies. We'll see you later.
Take care, ladies. Looking forward to working with you.